Hello, and welcome to the Empowerography Podcast. This is a platform created for women's voices to be heard and a place to share their stories, journeys, and successes with the world for the purpose of helping other women who might be on similar journeys. We are empowering women one episode at a time. I'm your host, Brad Walsh, so kick back, grab one of your favorite beverages, and enjoy the stories. If you're looking for jewelry that makes an impact on your self-care routine and your style, Empowerography would love to offer you a discount code to one of our exclusive partners, Quartz & Canary Jewelry and Wellness Company. Please use code EMPOWER15 to receive 15% off upon checkout at www.quartzandcanary.com. Quartz & Canary is truly the place where spirituality meets style. Hello there, Brad Walsh here, your host of the Empowerography Podcast. Today, my guest is Anna Lolomari. She is the owner and founder of Zesty Lifestyle, based right here in Toronto. How you doing today, Anna?
I am very well, Brad, except it's really cold.
Yes, I know it is very cold, and we got dumped on with a lot of snow last night. And oh well, it is winter. We are in Canada. It's part of the deal, right?
Part of it every day. You just one day at a time. Whatever you do, you make the best of it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time to be here, Anna, and share a bit about your story and journey with us here today. Let's jump right in.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and it's my absolute honor to have you here. So thank you. Anna, you've moved around a fair bit in your life. You were born in Berlin, Germany, raised in Nigeria, then moved to London, England, then Brazil, then Calgary, Toronto. You're quite the world traveler. Now, you started off in the banking world and ended up in fashion and beauty. How did that transition from banking to fashion occur?
So during the time of my working in the corporate world, in the corporate banking world, I realized through my everyday style coming to work that personal image and presentation was so key to feeling our best for our successful journey. So I decided, you know what? Everyone always comes out to me and says, how do you look so fabulous? Can you make us feel fabulous too? And I decided then that, you know what, maybe this is a gift that I had that I didn't even realize I had it. Because, of course, coming from a Nigerian background, our parents would say you have to be a lawyer, a doctor, a banker. And, they try to not encourage you to empower your creative side. Mm-hmm. So I now decided to transition from banking to personal styling. And that's how it all started. I decided, you know what? I want to make people feel beautiful in who they are and, look fabulous like me so that, they can feel fabulous for themselves.
Awesome. Yeah. How long did you work in the banking industry before moving into fashion and styling?
So I was in the banking industry for 4 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, you had opened a fashion boutique called Vogue Designs. How long did you have that business, and what was the mission and purpose of that business?
So I ran this business for 3 years, and It was a personalized boutique for private clients. So when I decided to leave the financial industry, I realized I had that creative gift of styling. So I decided to offer personalized styling and shopping for corporate individuals, that had a busy schedule. And that was my mission, to take that aspect of their lives, and give them that styling that they didn't have to worry about how they look every day and concentrate more on their work life. So that was my mission to bring that service, personalized service for the corporate individuals that I had met during my time in the banking industry.
That's what I was just going to ask you is I guess you pulled from your resources from working in the banking industry first to start off your client base from the people you met in that world, correct?
Yes, that's what I did. I was a private banking officer, so it was all about people every day, and mostly people, in the business world. So I said to myself, why don't I take that network and into my business and, guide them to how they want to look so they can feel their best. So, yes, that was actually the motivation and how that all came about.
Right. Now, you had mentioned that coming from Nigeria, or being raised in Nigeria, your parents were very focused on wanting you to be a banker, a lawyer, not the creative side of things. So how did your parents deal with or take to the fact that you wanted and you moved your career into fashion and styling as opposed to staying in the banking industry?
Well, I guess at that age, I was now 21, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at 21, you're now on your own, right?
Yeah.
So they didn't have a big part on my decision making at that age compared to when I was 16 or 13. So that really, so I just rolled with it and said, you know what? This is truly what I want to do. I don't want to be a doctor. It was nice. Don't get me wrong. The foundation years was nice working in the bank and having that corporate experience. But at the end of the day, I had to say to myself, you know what? I want to do what I truly love to do. And this is my passion. And it was not more about the money itself, or it was the gratification that I was getting from it. And I just rolled with it. And I think at a certain time, your parents just give up, right?
Yeah.
they just give up on you and say, okay, you're now on your own. No pocket money. No, I'm not supporting you. And that was, I just rolled with it. And to God be the glory today. Yes.
Was your mom disappointed though? Like, was she upset?
No, it was more my dad. My mom was was a stay-home mom. So fashion was a big part of her as well. Okay. I found she would wake up and dress up and feel good with herself to take on her day raising us. So I think on my mom's side, seeing that I was happy doing what I love, she was okay with that. But my dad was, at the end of the day kept saying, with all the work I put in and all the money, you now ended up opening a boutique,
right?
And a fashion boutique. But at the end of the day, he was comfortable with it at the end of the day, and I didn't need his support anymore because I saved enough money while I was working in the banking industry. So that helped me a lot to get going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you then decided to move to London, England. What prompted that move, and what did you do while you were living in London?
I decided I wanted to broaden my fashion knowledge, and London, as you know, Europe is the big hub of fashion, right? And just reading magazines, when my friends would go and they would bring me Vogue magazine, Glamour, InStyle, I just wanted to go experience it myself. So I decided to take a break and for 1 year, and I went to London, England. And to be honest with you, that was the booming year of IT too. So I said to myself, what can I do while exploring the fashion scene? So I decided to do Oracle programming. So
wow,
I did Oracle programming for a year, thinking I was still going to be on the path of the financial industry. So while I was doing Oracle programming, going for classes during the day, I would, travel Paris and travel Italy and just exude myself with the showrooms and the fashion and the factories. So that was really my inspiring goal, to just go and see how they make pieces and, just exude myself with the beauty of fashion. So that was why I decided to go to London, England. So I did that, and I experienced something new, and that was good for my direction and my goal.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, being in London too, you've got Europe right there, so it's so cheap to fly around Europe.
It was.
So you can go to Paris and Italy and all these places that are mega hubs for fashion and just get your inspiration. Yes,
exactly. It was beautiful. And it's just, it's the street fashion as well. That's the thing about Europe, it's just walking the streets of London and just seeing the street fashion. It was just so inspiring to see that, the classics, the timeless, the colors, it was just fun. It was just fun. And now we're talking about it. I'm just visualizing the 90s. This was 1998. It was, that was the best time of my life, I must say, living in London. I learned so much. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
What was the most exciting or inspiring part about working in the fashion world for you?
I think it was more how fashion empowers oneself, and it was the confidence that fashion brought about so you could love you and love who you are. I think that was the most inspiring thing about it for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's the empowerment it gives you to feel confident in who you are, just dressing up,
Yeah.
Because when you dress up, you just feel you feel more beautiful with who you are. And I think, and especially color, I love vibrancy and color and textures. And I think just seeing that, and I think that was one of the exciting and inspiring part of the fashion world. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you eventually ended up closing up your boutique and moving to Canada. Why did you decide to close up shop and move to Canada?
So while I was in London, I met my kid's father, and of course my journey got sidetracked, and we decided to. He was just got transferred to Brazil, and we had to move to Brazil. So it was so hard for me, because my boutique was very personalized, right? So it was so hard for me to run the business from Brazil, right? So, and I had someone who was running it for me, but that personal touch was no longer there.
That's right.
So my clientele started drooping down, and, people were calling me in Brazil, like, you're no longer here. So, and of course, the cost of running it started getting more high, and my income started. So I decided, you know what? Okay, I guess this is a new journey for me to start family. So I decided to take a break, and I closed it down and Vogue Design, and and I became a mom. I became a mom. My first child was born in Brazil, and that is how my family journey started.
So was that the end of your career in the fashion world then?
I would say it was just it was just a slow down, a break, but I wouldn't say it was the end of my career in fashion. So because I'm still doing it right now today. So it was just a break. I had to take a break and concentrate on family. And of course, Brazil was not a place I could open a boutique.
Right.
It was just my mommy years. And so I used that time to exude myself in culture. And as you know, Brazil, when it comes to fashion, Brazil is another hub of fashion as well, and also decor and everything you can think that's beautiful.
So I know that your love for fashion and creativity is still very much burning and in your soul, which led you to also start a business in home business consultation, interior design, and decorating world. Yes. Can you tell us a bit about that business and how long you've been running that one?
Yes. So what happened after living in Brazil, I was captivated by the handmade designs and, the furniture making, the ceramics, there's the artist. So I had to move back to Canada due to my immigration status. So we moved back to Canada after living in Brazil for 2 years with my daughter. And on arriving in Canada, I created a home. My home, I had to find a way to create beauty around my home. Right. And it was in that creating that beauty, to give me the confidence to be a mom, right? Because of course I had to pause my entrepreneurial journey because I had my daughter, and then I had my son, then I had my second son, then I had the third one. So what I did is that I had neighbors in Calgary that would come to my home and like, wow, your home is like a model home, So and that was when I realized that I also had a passion for decorating. And of course, I said to myself, okay, how am I going to do this? Raising 3 kids and also doing what I love. So I started watching HGTV and I started getting inspired. And I said to myself, you know what, Anna, I can do this. So I decided, okay, since their dad I couldn't do a 9 to 5 job because of course I had 3 kids.
Yeah.
And I decided, okay, you know what I'm going to do is try and improve myself and go to school or work at night when their dad comes home. And that way I can build a decorating business. So I decided to work with Pier 1 Imports.
Okay.
So I worked with Pier 1 Imports for 1 year and, understanding customer service and understanding decorating and, designs. And after I did that for 1 year, I decided to work with a custom home builder. And that was the highlight of my decorating life. I worked with a custom home builder for 4 years and I was trained. I did lots of customer service, interior selections for homes. And that was where I realized, oh my God, Anna is on fire. This is what I really want to do. It's making homes feel beautiful and making women feel beautiful. So that is where I decided to start off my own business.
Okay.
In interior decorating and consulting. And funnily, Cantera Custom Homes, which was the builder I worked with, now took on my services as a consultant for them. So I used to stage their model homes.
Yeah.
I used to work with all their clients with the interior selections of their home. And during that time as well, I flew to London, I flew to New York, and I did like a certification in redecorating with one of the famous designers in New York called Laurie Ward. Redecorate, reuse, repurpose, because when at home, I realized that most of us have a lot of beautiful pieces at home from our travel or from grandma or grandpa, family items, and we just don't know how to put it together. And I found I was good at that. I found I was good at repurposing spaces and bringing spaces to life. So that was all part of it. And I've been running my decorating business now for 2008. What is it now? 12 years now.
Wow.
And it's a big part of what I do. And now I've infused my fashion styling with it because everything beauty starts from home, right?
Right.
It's like you dress up from home, you look good from home, you eat from home, you entertain from home. Yeah. Home is a hub. Home is everything lifestyle. So I decided, you know what, why don't I incorporate both businesses together? And that is how it all started.
Okay. And I mean, especially now, we're home now more than we've ever been. So
Exactly. Exactly. Home is everything.
That's it.
Yeah. And home is a feeling. I always say it's a feeling. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you come up with the name Zesty Lifestyle for your business?
Oh, wow. You know what? It used to be Zesty Interiors, right?
Okay.
When I first started out 12 years ago. So it's funny, the designer who trained me in New York, she also helps with your business goals and your business direction. And during our class, she said, you know what? You're so vibrant. You're so positive. You're always so happy. And I think your business name should be Zesty. So I'm like, So that's how Zesty Interiors came about after my trip to New York. And I decided, okay, I would Zesty Interiors. And on arriving into Toronto 2 years ago, that's where I decided to merge both services together. Okay. And that's how Zesty Lifestyle was born. And now it's everything lifestyle. Like I said earlier, everything lifestyle starts from our homes.
Yeah.
So I decided to merge the two services, closet makeovers, closet styling, making women feel beautiful and making your home feel beautiful with, functional and comfort pieces in your space. So that was how Zesty Lifestyle came about.
Okay. What inspires or excites you the most about your business?
Oh, just seeing the sparks on the faces of my clients, just seeing them so happy that I've transformed their spaces, just seeing them so happy that I've guided them to how to feel beautiful in who they are. I think that's what excites me the more and inspires me in what I do. Yes.
Now, do people, since you've married the two businesses, is there one that you lean towards more? So like, do more of your clients hire you for their home or for personal lifestyle styling?
You know what? I found that it's both. Most times it's home.
Okay.
Right? A client says, oh, come and transform my space, and I end up into their spaces and, the personal conversation starts. Mm-hmm. And I think it's when I come into it's what I'm wearing. And they're like, oh my God, I love the way you put that outfit together. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a stylist. And they're like, oh my God, you need to come into my closet. And that's how the conversation starts. And I end up from home into closets.
Okay.
And I go into their closet and they're like, can you make me feel fabulous as well? And that's how it starts. So I found that my home decorating service has brought about styling clients. Very and, cool. It's a very personalized service too. So people want to feel you. People want to feel your positive aura. People want to feel your energy. And once they're comfortable with your energy, then they bring you into their closets because, of course, it's a personal thing. They have to talk about who they are and what they like and their experiences in life. And, you start hearing stories. And it's those stories that makes you understand how to style them or how to make them feel their best. Because that's what styling is all about. It's not just even the clothing. It's you inspiring that they can do it or they can feel beautiful in who they are if they buy the right pieces and, and giving them that self-esteem, to feel confident in who they are as they dress up. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you pull your inspiration from when you're designing or decorating a home?
Oh, travel.
Travel
is a big one. Nature. Mm-hmm. It's the textures, it's the color, it's the tones, and culture, diversity. When you travel, you learn cultures, you learn a lot of things from travel. So I think the big one, my inspiration is from traveling.
Okay.
Yes.
To date, Anna, what would you say is your biggest high or your greatest win?
Wow. Being able to balance being a mom and running a small entrepreneurial business. I think that's my biggest high. Yes. And greatest win is being able to balance both. And
it takes a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah, it does take a lot. It's a lot of work. You do work 100 times as hard, but
yes.
I think patience, perseverance, and the strength of God. You overcome it, and when you stay true to who you are and you really love what you do, you can do it. So I think that's my greatest win. My greatest win is being able to be a mom to my beautiful kids, and also doing what I love. Beautiful. Yeah.
What do you think your unique skill set or superpower is that's helped you become successful?
Oh my God, my superpower. Woo! I think my superpower, I would say, being me and just exuding beauty. I think that's my superpower. Just inspiring beauty and just being positive.
I love it.
I think that's my superpower.
I love it. Speaking of success, how do you define success? What does that word mean to you?
Never giving up. Okay. Taking challenge as a learning curve. I think that's what I define as success. Is mistakes. It's not easy. You would see challenges would come, but just taking those challenges and the failures as a learning curve and just moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say is one of the best pieces of advice you've ever received?
Anna, just stay true to who you are and yourself.
Simple yet truth.
Yes. Staying true to who I am. That's the best advice I've received. And putting my trust in the Lord.
Okay.
Yes.
What would you say is one of your favorite quotes?
Oh, there's so many but one big one is simplicity is the true note to elegance by Coco Chanel.
I like that. That's a great one.
Yes. Simplicity is the true note to elegance. Less is more.
Yes, for sure.
Or sometimes, and simplicity is the spice of life. I always say that, to my clients. Yes.
What makes you feel inspired or like your best self, Anna?
What makes me feel inspired or like my best self? My vibrancy. my me. What makes me feel inspired? Color. I love color. Yes. Color inspires me. When I wear color, I just feel this energy. And I think that's one of my best self inspiration is when I wear color, I just feel energy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've noticed in your Instagram posts, you wear a lot of color. I love it. Yes. It looks beautiful. It just radiates off of you.
Yes, I do love color.
Anna, what was a turning point in your life and how did that affect you?
For me, I think it was leaving my homeland. Leaving my homeland, Nigeria, in my young adult years to pursue my dreams. I think that was the turning point of my life where, I had to do it all by myself. And how did this? And I think this broadened my mind to others' culture and others' beauty. I've learned so much from living my home and understanding other people and other people's lifestyle. And I think that was the most turning point of my life, that I took that bold step on my own, moved to London. From London, my journey started, Brazil, Canada, Houston, China. And, here I am today back in Canada again. Yes.
What advice would you give someone wanting to pursue a career similar to yours?
Be ready to work 100 times as hard.
I think that goes for any entrepreneurial journey, though. Yes. I mean, I think people jump in thinking it's going to be an easy cakewalk, that you can choose your own hours and you don't have to put it. It's like having 3 or 4 full-time jobs.
It is. And be sure it's something you love to do passionately. I always say this, just seeing people in magazines or reading about people is just not enough to make decisions to want to pursue a certain career. Make sure it's what you love to do. Make sure it's going to fulfill, whatever you've dreamt of. So, and I think that's the biggest advice I would give. Be sure it's something you love to do. Be ready to be patient with people, because my career path is working with people and dealing with people is the toughest job as well.
Yeah.
So you have to have that patience, and you have to be ready to, teamwork and, be ready to learn others' views and cultures as well. Yeah.
Patience is key. That's for sure.
Yeah. Patience is the big
I'd say
one.
That's one of the biggest lessons for sure.
Patience is the
yeah.
Yes. And it comes with grace.
Yes. Yes. Who would you say have been the 3 most influential people in your life?
You know what, Brad? I know we can't see God, but God is my number one. He is my number one when it comes to influential people in my life. And my mom, my mom. Oh, the strongest lady ever.
Yeah.
And my kids as well. Those are the 3 influential people in my life. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What would you say is one of the most important things you've learned in your life? And what was your life like before learning it? And what was your life like after learning it?
The most important thing I've learned in my life, personally, to be honest, God's time is the best.
Okay.
I know it's a hard one for people to understand, but God's time is the best. Before learning this, it's like I was always all over the place. You tend to think this is your journey or this is your path, and you go through that path and you find that, it was not the time, And now that I have the grace of God and His wisdom, I now find I've learned that His time is always the best, and I have peace with myself now learning this. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What is your personal motto, Anna?
One day at a time.
Very simple, but yes, very key.
Yes, one day at a time. Self-love.
Yeah.
Self-care. Be you, enjoy you. That's my personal motto.
Love it.
Yeah.
What's the most recent investment you've made in yourself?
Oh, recent investment. Meditating more. And saying no. To me, that's my recent investment. It sounds little, but it is really big. Meditating more and saying no.
How we're gonna do a little rapid fire section here. So the next bunch of questions are just quick ones, few word answers. Okay.
Okay.
How would you describe yourself in one word?
Vibrant.
What was your dream job as a child?
To be a model. A fashion model.
Okay. Early bird or night owl?
Night owl. I love my morning sleep.
Money or fame?
Money. Got to pay the bills.
Yeah. If you were writing your autobiography, what would the title be?
Life is a journey.
I love that.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you think of when I say the word future?
You never know the future.
Okay.
You never know.
If you could teach the world one thing, what would it be?
To love. Self-love, to love the world.
Self-love is a big one. Not enough people do love themselves, and everything starts from within, from self.
Everything starts from within. It starts from our home. If we can love each other, the world would be a better place today. It doesn't matter what we look like. It doesn't matter where we're from. Just embrace each other. So that's, embrace each other. Love each other. It doesn't matter.
Okay. If you could change one thing about the world, what would you change?
The same word, love. Respect.
Yeah.
Respect of diversity, integrity. Yeah.
If you came with a warning label, what would yours say?
Girl on fire, handle with care.
I love it.
Girl on fire, handle with care. That's with me.
I love that. If you had a theme song that played every time you walked into a room, what song would that be?
I'm every woman.
And I even get her to sing it. That's beautiful. I love it.
Yes. I'm every woman. It's all in me.
Awesome. What's one thing you want, Anna, but cannot buy with money?
Patience and perseverance.
Entrepreneur life is?
Working 100 times and as hard and perseverance and making mistakes.
If I had an extra hour a day, I would
dance my heart out.
Yes, you did tell me you do love to dance.
I love to dance. So if I had an extra hour, I would dance.
All right.
Yes.
Mom life is?
Demanding but rewarding.
That's the end of our rapid fire section.
Yes.
If you could step into my shoes, what would you have asked yourself that I didn't ask you?
What makes you happy?
What makes you happy, Anna?
Everything beautiful on the planet that comes my way. People, laughing with people, talking with people, loving people. That makes me happy. Yes.
Human interaction, human connection.
Yeah, human connection, human interaction. I learned so much from human interaction. that's my happy. Just being able to be with people and just share our journeys and just learn from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
If you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that piece of advice be?
Never say never in life. Never say never.
Okay.
That's
Lastly, if you were to deliver your last 30-second speech to the world, what would that last 30 seconds sound like?
Whew. Be you, love you, don't sweat the small stuff, do what you love, and embrace the world.
Beautiful, simple, to the point, and very powerful and impactful. I love it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Anna, thank you so much for taking the time to be here today and share a bit about your journey and your story. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you and hearing about your journey and what you do. I appreciate you, and I really appreciate you taking the time to be here. And thank you so much for being part of the Empowerography community. It's wonderful to have you as part of the community here.
You are so welcome, Brad. And just seeing a male doing this is even more empowering. So thank you for bringing us together and even empowering us so much more and inspiring us with your quotes, which I go to every morning. So keep going at it, Brad. And thank you for having me on.
Thank you, Anna. It's been an absolute pleasure and an honor to have you.
You're welcome.
Once again, my name is Brad Walsh, host of your Empowerography Podcast. Today, my guest has been Anna Lolomari. She is the owner and founder of Zefsty Lifestyle, based right here in Toronto. Thank you so much, Anna. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day.
You too. God bless.
Thank you. Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. If you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share with all your friends. You can find me at viseuphoria.ca and follow me on Instagram at Empowerography Podcast and on Facebook at Empowerography. Please join me next time for another inspirational story from yet another amazing woman.